This is Dabu7. Wanted to share with you some reports out of Long Island of very high radiation readings. And I want to see if other people out there can get some readings as well. There's a lot of people in NYC. I know there's a lot of people up there in Long Island. What I'm trying to get here is a verification of these levels. We have a Geiger counter here that was reading extremely high readings in Long Island. And at first glance, I want people to realize if you go over to the radiation networks and there ever is a massive spike, don't expect those networks to show you at first glance. We had witnessed in the past that the WIPP facility in New Mexico released a large amount of radiation. And when they did this, they timely shut down all the radiation sensors. When they kicked back up, we seen this big plume heading up to the northeast of this facility, being picked up on the sensors, but slowly dropping off as it was beginning to fade because it got so far away. The issue was they made a release. They did not tell the public. They tried to cover it up, and we caught them. So those are things you have to watch for. Now, in terms of this, you guys can watch the video here by Mike Albert. He was out there running his Geiger counter, and the thing was just going berserk. He thought maybe the sun was affecting it at first, so he moved to the shade, and the thing continued to spike. These are levels that are through the roof. Now, if you go over here and you take a look at some of their facilities on Long Island, you'll see that some of their readings at their highest level were only in the hundreds. They're not going to show you anything over 1,000 thus far in this area. Now, let's not forget, we have this curious place out here in Long Island as well. And I'm going to leave several different sites here that you guys can go to. EPA and their RadNet is one of them. And you can see here at this Yaphank, New York meter, there was a lack of info coming in. Now, the people that sent me this email said that they believe that it was either tech difficulties or they were going through some kind of upgrade with this sensor. If you go over there and look right now, it's still sitting at the same spot, and we'll give it a couple days to see what they update with. But at this point, it's kind of up in the air. Is there a massive radiation spike up here? Was this Geiger counter glitching? Well, the only way to really get around that is if we have two, or we have multiple sets of readings. Now, if we get a secondary set of readings from a different Geiger counter up in this area that are through the roof, that's when I'm going to say we've got something going on here. But let's try to do that here first before we proceed. If we can get more readings, just to try to answer some questions here where things sit, because I know one of the first questions are going to be, was it faulty? All this other stuff. If we have multiple readings from multiple devices, that can help put that to rest one way or another. So this is just a heads up and a shout out to anyone out there on the East Coast up there in New York, anyone that does have a Geiger counter. If you could please pull it out of the box, fire the thing up, and just get some readings. I would be interested in seeing readings from all over the place. If anyone has a spike, let me know. Dabu7yahoo.com. I'll get the information out there so others can see it and we can get a better understanding of what's going on around us. But that's where it sits thus far. Wanted to get the information out there. Want to thank the individuals that sent it to me via email. And I will update on this as I come across more. It's been Dabu7.